Hey, this is Majin, and here's my comic pull list and reviews for October 18th, 2017. We'll start off with Super Sons number 9. Now, here's the deal with Super Sons. I mean, it's still enjoyable for me. I still like it. I think part of the art goes part good, and then it goes part bad, and then it goes part good again. And I think mostly it's in the backgrounds, but this issue is a little bit different because they're like in this other dimension and weird stuff's going all over the place. So, like I'm willing to give it a pass for now, but I just wish it was, like a little bit better. Now, this is the end of the storyline where they're at, like I said, this other world, other like dimension hopping, and it's just overrun. It's basically defeated, and they're following a villain from their world to it, and this guy makes stuff out of clay, and then secrets are revealed, mysteries of the universe are basically the secrets have been given away, and truths are told, and it was okay. I mean, you can tell that they basically wrote this with let's give it the perfect ending where everybody wins and everybody's happy, which granted, I think you need to have a mixture of all types of endings to be interesting. I'm still on board with it. It's very enjoyable. I would love to see maybe an animated series of it, but I don't know. There's these little tidbits that they throw out there, like they had this nice little interaction between Clark Kent and the boys, and it's like little things like that which make it, for me, it's still entertaining. Sherlock, Frankenstein, and the Legion of Evil. Now, this is from the world of Black Hammer. Now, for those of you who don't know, Black Hammer is a comic also by Jeff Lemire, where basically there's this big battle, and suddenly the heroes are gone, and nobody knows where they went. Many of them just think that they died, but the reality of the situation is they're trapped in like another universe. Well, the daughter of one of those characters is looking for her dad because she doesn't believe he's dead, and so she starts figuring that, well, if you can't find heroes to help piece things together, you got to go to the villains, and she's going to the biggest one, Sherlock. Now, in this issue here, it's like I said, it's just basically laying the foundation of what she's doing, what's going on. She does talk to a couple super villains, but overall, I'm interested to see where this is going to develop. I mean, I think that it has a lot of room for growth and development, especially once they tie stuff together and tie this series with Black Hammer. But overall, I have to admit I enjoyed it. I wish, I kind of wish that this was already a trade and I could just buy the trade, so that way we wouldn't have to deal with the single issues. Like, that's why I stopped buying Black Hammer, because I didn't want to deal with the single issues. I'll just buy trades. But I did enjoy it. I'll probably end up doing the same thing with this one too. We'll see. I'll give it a few more issues and then figure out if I'm going to keep going or not. But as of now, I like the detectiveness of it. It's not like she's a super intelligent person, like super genius. She's just an average person so far, and she's just trying to figure out what happened. And so from that standpoint, I appreciate it and like it. Alright, before I go into Batman, I did get Injustice, but I haven't read this yet. Alright, Batman 33. Now, here's the deal. Batman has proposed to Selina. Or I should say Bruce has proposed to Selina. And they decide to take a trip to the desert on a camel. I'm sorry, a horse. Now, I'll talk more about their journey, but I have to say this artwork is just horrible. I don't even know I know who they're supposed to be because they say their names. I have no idea who these people are otherwise. like you cannot tell that this is Damien and Dick, and I don't know the other guy, the Bluebird guy. I mean, he's easy to figure out, but and I think Jason's here too, or maybe it's Jason, Dick, and Damien's reading, but okay. Basically, what's going on is they're arguing, and Alfred comes up, and he's like, "Look, guys, Bruce has been keeping a secret, and you need to know." And everybody's like, "Oh, let me guess. This is like we're earth shattering. The world is gonna end. Blah 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 blah. Secret." And he's like, "Well, that is not the case. Master Bruce has basically been engaged to Selena Kyle." And then that's when everybody's jaw drops because they think that that's not possible. And then they all start blaming each other as to, like, this happening. Like, they're like going, what the hell is going on? Bluebird or Yellowbird or whatever his name is, the guy with the yellow. Actually, it's not Bluebird because Bluebird is the girl. But they're like, dude, you're supposed to be the Robin who's supposed to be like the light for the sun, for the Batman. He's like, I'm not no Robin. Robin's sitting over there. And Damien's like, what the heck? I failed my Bruce. Oh my God. And it's just like, all right, I didn't represent that well. But it was all funny. Regardless. Now, I have no idea what's going on. All I know is Bruce and Selena are wearing their Batman's they're wearing their costumes. They're going through the desert. They're entering an area where it's basically forbidden for superheroes, supervillains, and all these other people to go into. The Justice League's involved with that quarantine situation type thing. And this big guy's like, dude, I'm not letting you in. Can't do it. And so Selena beats him up. And I'm just like going, okay, like, let me get this straight. Justice League, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman say nobody goes in. They set it up with here's this guy who's supposed to stop people from going in. But yet they pick a guy who Batman's villain, Rogues Gallery, Catwoman, could beat. And I'm just like, oh my God, how is he stopping anybody? And I don't mean this as a slight against Catwoman. It's the point that he is supposed to prevent people from coming in. He's appointed by the Justice League. And yet they go through without a problem. Fight isn't even worth drawing. That's how bad that fight was. Well, this is a spoiler. But, basically their whole thing is they're going to talk to Raz's daughter. And I'm just like going, Bruce, what are you doing? Are you trying to show off your new trophy wife? Who's a bit of who has a bad streak to your ex? I don't know. I just don't get it. Just are they supposed to fight to the death? Winner gets Bruce. I don't know. I just think that I don't know. Unless they start explaining things more, I think that that part of the story just kind of went off track. But I still like the reaction of the Bat family, the boys, when they find out Bruce is engaged to Selena. That part was priceless. Anyways, this is the reviews, the poll. I feel guilty because I don't have many comics, but Marvel is just sucking so bad that I can't. I just, there's people who are behaving poorly on Twitter, attacking fans. They're not even, like Dan Slott. He spends all of his time on Twitter attacking fans, blocking fans, looking at fans' friends lists so this way he can see if they need to be blocked because they like certain people. But he doesn't really promote Silver Surfer much, or he doesn't promote Spider-Man much. It's like, dude, that's your vehicle to get the word out, and all you're doing is fighting with people who at one point in time wanted to give you money. And because you can't take criticism, you're acting like a child. And there is other writers and editors that are exactly the same. it's just basically what it looks like is a bunch of people who have not grown up have been given the keys to the house, and they are not acting appropriately for their job titles. And why Marvel is allowing this to occur is beyond me. Other than they're afraid of bad publicity because they're firing diversity, or they're, you know what I mean? It's like they're firing people who are working on horrible books and should never have gotten a job in the first place at Marvel. You know, maybe they could have developed better if they worked on more independent stuff, worked with good editors, and built up their talent. But as it stands now, it's like, you know, they're just jumped into the big boys pool, so to speak, and they're just unreadable. You know, it's that simple. It's just unreadable, and I just can't. I would get angry. I mean, I just would get angry, and I don't want to waste any money on Marvel. Every dollar I figure just supports they think that they're supporting their decision and their philosophy, and I'm not. I'm out. But anyways, you should just read My Hero Academia anyways, because I'll be honest, you know, some of the beginning's good. I like the beginning. Some of the middle part is a little bit okay. Well, I get where people are dropping out because there was a lot of training going on. But where it's at now, where they're fighting supervillains, and I mean, they don't have to worry about getting in trouble from the school for fighting villains, and they're fighting alongside other heroes. It's some of the most amazing fights you will ever see, because their power sets, they are nothing like. Well, some of them are, but a lot of them are nothing like what you would see in a Marvel or DC book at all. And in fact, there's a character who has powers similar to Toad, who actually is liked 1,000% better than Toad. I mean, people would jump into bed with her if they had a chance, despite the fact she's got the tongue and, you know, webbing and all that other stuff. I'm just telling you, that's how good some of these characters are. But anyways, let me know what you guys have picked up, what you guys are reading the most. Like, share, and we'll have more stuff later. So until next time.